Breast cancer forced me to change my entire life, and here's how. Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Shynauna, and on this channel we focus on all things breast cancer and breast cancer related, especially in the African American communities. So today I want to talk to you how breast cancer forced me to change my life. So first and foremost, let's get down to the real raw and uncut details. I was a toxic mess. Did you hear me? Not only was I toxic from breast cancer, I was toxic from an environment. I was toxic from my relationship. I had toxic friendships. I was in toxic dynamics with my family members. Just toxic. Breast cancer had so much energy to thrive in my body because I was carrying all of that toxic waste from people, places, and things that no longer served me. When you are going through breast cancer, especially amongst African American women, there is no time to be playing around with yourself and your life. If you survive breast cancer and you get a chance to make a change and make a difference and have a do-over, listen, breast cancer is going to change your life, and it'll change your life for the better if you use that opportunity to improve and make changes in your life for the better. First and foremost, in order to beat breast cancer, you have to beat it in the mind first. You have to sharpen your skills with your mindset. You have to eliminate some people, places, and things that was toxic in your life. You have to eliminate some bad habits. You have to start changing the way you view life. You have to change the way you view things. Breast cancer is going to change your life for the better if you use it to rebuild your life for the better. Things don't get better on their own. It requires for you to take action. You have to make a conscious decision that you want to get better. You have to make a conscious decision starting today that you will release toxic people, toxic cycles. You will release things that no longer serve you: cigarette smoking, alcohol drinking, clubbing, even toxic relationships that you are in. And I'm talking about male and female relationships, boyfriend and girlfriend relationships, even husband and wife dynamics that no longer are serving you. Breast cancer is a wake-up call, but it's a wake-up call going in the right direction if you use it for the betterment of your own growth and development. I had no idea how toxic I was. You know, sometimes we walk all around like we got it all together. Sometimes we on this earth because we got a mission and an assignment and we are set to be an example to people. I was walking around in my own toxic mess, just living my life like it was golden. Didn't even realize how toxic and how much mess I was carrying. When I got sick, breast cancer changed my entire life. It was in that moment that I got the call saying that you have breast cancer, that I had made a choice and a decision. Today you get the opportunity to make a choice and a decision whether you want to live so that you can tell your story, so that you can become the best version of yourself, so that you can become a better example of what to do and what not to do, what to give up, what to let go, and what to release. Or you want to stay in that toxic dynamic where you will not heal, where you will not get better, and you will not win this fight against breast cancer. The choice is yours. It's only one way to do it, and it's the right way. You have to get focused. You have to get grounded. And it's not an overnight process. It takes time. It takes patience. You have to be patient with yourself. You have to forgive yourself. You have to be willing to put in the work. I was willing to put in the work, people. When I say I was a toxic mess, I'm talking about toxic relationships. I was in a whole toxic marriage. Breast cancer forced me to look inside of myself to figure out what in the hell was going on with me. What just happened? When I made the conscious decision that I was going to win, that I was going to beat this disease, everything that was toxic in my life fell by the wayside. I threw up my hands. I gave it all to God. I'm not saying that you have to be spiritual and religious. I am saying to you that you need to make a conscious decision and you need to stand on all 10 toes. Stand firmly on your decision not to revisit people, places, and things, toxic habits, toxic dynamics, anything that was toxic in your life, because you are fighting for your life. You have to make a conscious decision to release all of those toxic things, bad habits, poor eating habits, not exercising, not focusing on what's important, the family members that you do love and you do care about, focusing on your mental health, your mental wellness, your mental stability, not so much somebody else's. Coming up off of social media so that you can allow yourself grace and mercy just to breathe, just not to get caught up into the vicious cycles of pretend. Breast cancer is a fight. Sorry, y'all, my camera cut off. Breast cancer is a fight that can be won, but you have to have the discipline and the determination to keep going, to keep fighting, to believe in yourself enough. Breast cancer is going to, without even your permission, it's going to force you to change, or else. There is only one of two things that can happen. Either you change, you learn about yourself, you grow mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually strong. You listen to your body. You put your personal needs and your own self first. You let go of toxic habits, toxic people, toxic dynamics. There is a toxic version of yourself that needs to die. It needs to go. You cannot beat and win the fight with breast cancer holding on to an old version of yourself that no longer exists. Embrace change, people. Breast cancer is the wake-up call. It's the call that you need to push yourself into the right direction. It's the call that is, you receive the call to make a change. You receive the call to change habits. You receive the call to change environments. You receive the call to make a difference, not just in your life, but your family's life. People out here that are watching, you make a choice. Make a choice and answer the call so that you can be the best version of yourself. So you can become the walking example of what survivorship and thriving really looks like. Ladies, it's not just about changing your hair. It's not just about when I talk about change, it's not just about because you lost your hair and your eyelashes and your eyebrows and hair in places that you know what I'm talking about, between your legs, under your arms. I'm not talking about cosmetic stuff. I'm not talking about rebuilding the outer portion of yourself. I am referring to rebuilding an inner version of yourself, a new and improved version of yourself, a person that you can be proud of, you yourself can look in the mirror and say, damn, I did that. I fought with everything that I got. And yeah, it's lonely, and yes, it hurts because you have to leave so many different people behind, but it's worth it. Everybody is not designed to go where you are going. In some circumstances and certain situations, you have to leave certain people behind. Unfortunately, it's a hard pill to swallow, and we don't want to let bygones be bygones. We don't know how to separate ourselves from toxic people. We have become so codependent, and I speak for myself personally. I was codependent as hell. We become so codependent on toxicity that we don't even realize that we are sitting in a state and are completely unaware of the state that we're sitting in. You know the saying, they say if you sit in shit too long, it stops smelling. That's what toxicity is. You sit in that mess for so long that it stops smelling, like you can't even smell it. You are just walking around functioning. You are just getting by just to get by. That's not life, people. That is not living, people. Breast cancer is a wake-up call. It's a wake-up call that can put you in the right direction. It can help you to rebuild your entire life, your entire outlook on how you see things. If you channel that energy and turn it around and make it into something so good and so magical and so wonderful, your whole life can become completely different. You don't have to sit in sorrow and misery. You don't have to sit there in pain. You don't have to keep reflecting on the past and asking yourself, why me and what did I do to deserve this? It's a wake-up call. Answer the call. I challenge you to answer the call for the very first time in your life. Show up as somebody different. Change your habits. Read self-help books. Get the knowledge that you need. Heal your past traumas. Work on becoming the best version of yourself. Learn about traumas. Learn about childhood traumas. Get some therapy. Talk to a therapist about what you endured in your childhood. Learn about narcissistic abuse, narcissistic partners, and narcissistic paradigms. This is your time to groom yourself, to learn, to become the best version of yourself. You need to educate yourself beyond what you think you already know. Sometimes the problem lies in our own ignorance. We refuse to grow because we think we know it all. You don't know everything. Take this opportunity with breast cancer to get to know who you really are and where you want to go. I hope this message gets to somebody that really needs it. My channel is not like everybody else's channel, people. I'm here to spread the word, to get the word about the importance of taking care of yourself so that you can beat breast cancer. Breast cancer hits African American women more than any other nationality, yet it's overlooked. It's not really a problem and an issue until it shows up on your doorstep. You can even make these changes before you even diagnose with breast cancer. Work on yourself, people. Share this video with somebody that's going through it in life, you don't even have to have breast cancer to receive this message. Share this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Namaste.